Hello everyone, I'm going to show you the Create Sales Items widget from Sales Orders that allows us to break out each of the items included in your estimate so we can forecast them, we can purchase them, and we can manage them as individual items. So here's a sales order that I've already prepared, and I'm going to go into the widgets here and I'm going to click on Create Sales Items. Now the Create Sales Items record is retrieving all the records, but it's also looking at the configuration of your system, and it will only display the tabs at the top if you have those modules in your environment. So the first tab that you've got is the job. So it's asking me here, do I want to create or link a job? If I chose to link a job, it would show me all the jobs under that customer that are currently open. And if I selected one of those jobs, this is the inquiry that I'm working on. I could choose to make this the master inquiry. I'm going to choose to create a job, click on New Job, and now my job's automatically created and all the information is retrieved from the inquiry. So I can see here now in tab 2, and it tells me I've got 7 items on my sales order, and there's the 7 items below. So I click on the blue button and go Create Sales Items. It's now creating an individual sales item record for each of those 7 items. And there we go. I now have 7 sales items, and there's the link to the sales item record here. Now if I was doing picking and dispatch with warehouses, then I would get the warehouse tab. If you don't have warehouses in your system, you won't see this tab. So I can assign warehouses individual here, or I can select my line items and do it as bulk here as well. Okay, but if I don't need to use warehouses for this sales order, I can also go skip. Now I don't currently have any variations. Again, if you don't have the variations process, you won't see this. But if you do use variations and this customer has open variations, I can also connect them at this stage to the sales order. There are other ways that you can also connect variations, but please refer to the variation process for more information. So the next thing I can do, again, is my job instruction sheets and my production items. So if you don't have these modules in your system, you literally can do sales item and then move to save and close. So a job instruction sheet is like a milestone, and the production items are like task lists or items that you're producing, and you can group your production items under your job instructions. They really just help you manage what your deliverables are. So there are a couple of ways to create a job instruction. I can use this blue button, Create Job Instruction, and I can create my own custom name. Otherwise, I can click on this Generate or Link Job Instruction, and that will give me the option to auto-generate my instruction using a number of fields. This can also be customized. So I'm going to generate a job instruction on this one by sales order. I just want one job instruction for the sales order. And there we go. It's auto-populated it for me. If there's quality assurance checks associated with this process, there's a little button over here about linking trackers, but please refer to the tracker management process. So now I'm going to jump into production items. And there we go. There's my 7 line items. They're all connected to the job instruction. Okay, but I can actually now split them up into different production items if I want to. So again, you can use the blue button to auto-generate and have custom solutions put in here, or you can click on this button. I'm going to click on this button and I'm going to create a preliminary, which is all the items that need to be done up front. I'm going to say that it's open and I'm connecting it here to the job instruction. And I'm going to create another one that's going to be implementation, which are all the items that are going to be done during the implementation. If I now look at the production items, I've got both options. So I'm just going to jump in and quickly assign those production items. There we go. And I'll click on Save. Okay, and close. If I refresh the sales order, I can see here in the navigation a job instruction, and if I jump into that job instruction, there are my 2 production items. So that's the Create Sales Items widget, and you can see here on the left hand side I have my sales items. I've also connected them to my job instructions and my production items. Having these sales item records means I can now manage multiple processes from invoicing to purchasing to production, shipping and dispatch.